Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living with Wonder Dog Yoga, bringing you a love note. I hope you've had a wonderful day. It's been a long one for us. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about hell in the hallway. Now what I'm saying is that sometimes when a particular opportunity is over, let's say it might be a job, it might be a relationship, before you get the next one, sometimes it's kind of scary. It gets especially scary if you haven't decided what are the qualities of it you want in that new job or that new relationship or whatever it is that you're going to. Because unless we look towards what it is that we want to experience, we just languish generally and regrets about the past. That's the hell in the hallway. When we're languishing about the past and we're afraid of the future, afraid to even hope, let alone know what it is that we want to experience. Generally what happens is that people say what they're afraid of happening rather than what they know is going to happen. Now, the old adage is, energy flows where my focus goes. So if I'm focusing on fear, I'm going to find myself demonstrating more things to be fearful of. Does that make sense? So, when we're making a transition from one experience to another experience, here's a phrase that I use. Better things are coming. Better things are coming. Better things are coming. And when I find a particular thing not working, I recognize that there's something better for me. There's something better for me that's coming. Because you see, Spirit always wants to express greater love, greater life by means of us, greater joy by means of us. And if some particular thing, whether it's a job or a relationship or a deal that we're working on, doesn't pan out, maybe because that's not ours. Or maybe it's the opportunity for us to learn from it, gain from it in another way. What can I learn from that I'm just leaving, or I'm just getting out of, or that deal that I just quote unquote lost? Maybe you didn't really lose anything. Maybe it was really a blessing and you learned something by it. I found in business that oftentimes if a seeming loss turns out to be a real gain. Because what you've done is, first of all, you've learned what it would take to get that business. And then you can decide whether or not you want that business. I know I've spent years in the business world. I found out oftentimes that my competition who won the business really lost money and lost their position in the industry because the particular customer cost them too much to support. So don't look on a particular loss or a change in relationships or a change in job situation that's necessarily a bad thing. Look at it as an opportunity for you to experience something greater. Something greater is coming towards you right now. But I recognize sometimes we get fearful. We're afraid of what's going to happen. We're afraid of what might not happen. Especially for those of us who just love to be loved. Love to be loved. If you want to be loved all the time, get a puppy. I'm serious. And learn to love yourself. I found that people that love themselves don't really need love, don't really need everybody else to love them all the time. But people that don't love themselves, they need other people coming up and tell them how much they love them. It's kind of strange, isn't it? But it makes sense at the same time. So do this. Love yourself more. Yeah, do this. Do the hug thing. And say, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Go into the mirror. Look at yourself and say, hey, I love you. I know it sounds silly. But the truth is, most of us don't love ourselves, even like ourselves, as much as we should. Why? Because we know ourselves too well. The truth is, we don't know ourselves well enough. Because if we knew who we really were, God life, Christ life, expressing by means of us. And all that other monkey mind stuff going on does not really belong to us. It's just mind's chatter. We can recognize that the truth of ourselves is a wonderful guy or gal. Yeah. The beloved of God, in whom it is well pleased. So let's give thanks when we're going through a transition. Let's give thanks if we seemingly lost a relationship or lost a deal or lost a job. Maybe you really gained a lot more. Let's anticipate that. And let's focus on what it is that we want to experience, what we want to be coming into our lives, the joy that we want to have coming into our lives, the relationships we want to have coming into our lives, the quality of living experience we want to coming into our lives. And if we focus on that, it shall come into our lives. In fact, it's coming right now into our lives, as long as we keep our mind focused on that which it is that we want to experience. Keep the prize in sight, and it shall be yours. That's all for tonight. Make sure you tune in Sunday morning for Reverend Dr. Maxine's next live stream at 10:30 in the morning. Just go to cslphilly.org and you can click on the live stream link. Also, anytime you want, you can go to that live stream link and see previous live stream Sunday talks that she's given on our archive list, or all the love notes that we've given for the past, 14, 15 months. There's a lot of them. So, we really appreciate being able to reach out to you. And I want to ask you a question. If we could do something for you to make participation and better for you in GPCSL, in the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, if you have an idea on how you could participate that would bring benefit to the rest of the community, why don't you let us know? If you have something, skill or something that you could bring to help to the center, let us know. Do you have any capability in social media? If you do, let us know, because we could use you. Even a half hour a week would be a big help. So let us know if you've got some skill set or something you could do to be a benefit to others. We would appreciate it. Everybody would appreciate it, and you'll enjoy it. That's all for tonight. Bye-bye.